Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fika for Life. My name is Edward Thomas, and my co-host is...
It's Linh and Edward. Hello.
Wow, those are really nice. We should all speak to that. We'll lower our voices, because I sound squeaky anyway. So.
But you know that you have more authority if you lower your voice.
Do you?
Yes.
Do
That's
I sound...
what people perceive.
Lynn, be quiet.
No.
See, it doesn't work.
Because your face, man. You don't have a darker face.
Darker than your face. Ooh. People are like, what are they talking about?
Well, if you don't know us, my name is Linh and Edward.
My name is Edward Thomas.
And Edward, he black.
And Lynn is not.
I'm not. I Asian.
Yeah.
I Southeast Asian.
Oh, wow. Southeast Asian. Ooh, you
But
got
if you
my
say
spice.
Asian, you could also be Afghanistan or India.
Yeah, I mean, you look a little Afghanistan Indian.
Yeah, right. I come as Southeast Asian as they get.
I know, really.
So
I
Edward,
would love to go to Southeast Asia with you one day.
well, you never went.
I know.
Next time I go, I want to go Spring Festival, definitely. Because that's
Really?
always when I get to see all my family and cousins. Otherwise, they have to work and do.
What do you think your family would say when they meet me for the first time?
A black man, cool.
No, they'll be like, black man, run.
No, she's like, first she brings a white dude, now she brings a black dude.
It's like, what's wrong with that Lynn? She's just all messed up. Ugh. Okay, but anyway, today's episode is about, there's another episode, and we were talking about this thing about friend hoarding. And so we decided we'd do an episode about friend hoarding.
I can also tell that Ed is also a hoarder.
I am
like
not a
hoarding
hoarder.
Stuff.
I don't hoard anything.
Have you seen your garage? What's that?
You should see my office.
Yeah? Yeah? How does that look?
You should see my closet.
It's like, oh, I
But I'm
haven't worn
not
this in 30 years.
I'm not hoarding it.
No.
Sometimes I have an emotional attachment to things that I had 30 years
Yes,
ago.
Exactly. So this is where what's hoarding
No,
is.
it's because it represents something that I'm unwilling to let go of.
Well, he's just defining what hoarding is. So
And
that's
so it's
great.
really similar to friend hoarding. So friend hoarding is when, wow, your hair is really getting, you know what, since you got pregnant, your
Yeah.
hair's gotten a lot thicker.
well,
shinier.
It will all fall out very soon. So it's fine.
It's nice. Make sure you save it for me. I like to weave it into my hair.
Ugh.
Do a weave.
Jonas hates my hair like
Why?
lying around everywhere. No, like when
How
it falls
wide?
out because it's like everywhere.
Really?
Because my hair is long and black, and then you go walk around and this hair's everywhere.
Wow. So you're like a German Shepherd. You need to brush your hair every single day to get all the loose hairs out.
Yeah, but I also tell Nomi, my daughter, always to brush her hair because she get Vogelboo, like a bird's nest
Oh, okay.
in her head so quickly.
When you switch to Swedish like that, I'm like,
Vogelboo.
what kind of,
What
of,
is that in English?
I'm like, what? I'm like, exactly. I'm like, she gets bird nest? Is that like a growth in your scalp or something?
No,
Does it
it's
get too
just
dry?
when your hair is all
Yeah, I know.
tangled
Yeah.
up. Dude.
Okay, so some people start to be friends with people, and then they start to glide apart. But you don't want to say we're not friends anymore. And so what happens
You
is,
don't want to put them to the periphery.
yeah,
to
so
the
you keep
curb.
trying to pretend like they're friends. I
Oh,
mean,
they're my friend. I haven't seen them
we're
in 10
friends.
years.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
we're still friends.
But I actually have friends I haven't seen like for ages. And then when you meet them, it's just like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
And that's not a friend hoarder. So
That's not?
no, because
What's a friend hoarder
that's
then?
a deeper level of friendship that's not based upon how much time you actually spend with the person. That's more friends of the heart. As Leslie and Les Parrott, one of my favorite relationship experts, say. But then you have.
What?
But
You
then-
listen to other people for advice?
Oh my gosh, I consume. I mean, some people have pornography. I have relationship books. I'm like, can't get enough. Oh, there's a new study out. Oh, I gotta read that. It's like, oh wow.
Oh, so nerdy. Oh,
I know.
it's okay. I think that addiction is maybe beneficial.
It might help me somehow in my job. I don't really know, but anyway, so friendship hoarders are people who automatically try to make everybody their friends. And so what happens, they don't really have a clear definition of what a friend is.
Just people you meet.
Just like, I just met a person for 5 minutes. Oh, this is like my really good friend. Like,
But there are people like that. It's true.
well, like, that person might be a mass murderer.
You don't know.
You don't know. I don't care. I don't need to know things about you. But now I put the label on you. friend. And because they're a friend, you can never unfriend someone like that.
Why not?
Because if you're a friend hoarder, the whole thing is
you just keep collecting.
You keep collecting friends, and you feel good. You feel like, oh, I have all these friends. But those people don't know anything about you. You don't know anything about them. You can't rely upon them for anything. No. They have nothing to do with your life. They don't add anything, just another number. But if someone says that person's not really your friend, you get like really offended and you get angry, upset.
Know?
It's like you're just jealous. You don't want me to have friends because I have so many friends. I'm like, no, you just call people friends. That's like friend hoarding. It's like girlfriend labeling. So
what's girlfriend labeling?
That's when you go out and you say every girl you meet is your girlfriend.
But that sounds more like a psychological, like
hoarding is psychological
disease, or
it is,
or something unnormal, not normal.
Because what happens is that I mean, every person, even people who are really extroverted like you, or introverted like
and
me.
Not me, and not you. Yeah. Okay. No self insight at all.
No, don't need it. It's so boring. I get depressed when I look at it. Though. But if you think about it, like people even who are really extroverted still have some people that are really closer friends with than other people. And there's a reason why, and their friends move in and out of their closeness and influence and stuff like that.
I'm not a friend hoarder. I'm sorry, I'm not.
You're not?
No.
I'm
not ditching, but it's like people just...
You're ditching.
People are just... Yeah, but there are people I ditch.
Really?
Because they are energy vampires. We talked about that.
Yeah.
People who just suck your energy and they give you nothing in exchange. It's like...
Yeah,
no, I can't. I don't have energy for this.
Oh my gosh! I was listening to this other podcast. So there's a pastor back in California who I listen to, and he was talking about. He's like, so you have people who are, what does he say? You have people who are givers and people who are takers.
Yeah.
He goes, you have to keep a balance, so you always have more givers in your life than takers.
Yep.
You got too many takers in your life. He's like, they just suck you dry. They don't even care. Like it's not like that. Oh, for Lord, sorry, I robbed so much of your life, energy and spirit. They're like,
give me more.
I think there's some more. Wait.
But those kind of people usually go around. They usually go around and collect from other people as well.
They dry you up until you're like a leaf and crumbly, and they go, huh. Wow, you're no fun to be around. And they go to the next fresh leaf. They're like, there's an insect called a boll weevil.
A boll weevil? Okay.
A boll weevil. There's different kinds of boll weevils for different plants. What they do is they just attach themselves to the plant, just suck all the juice out of it. They just have one long straw looking like mouthpiece of proboscis. And all they do is like, whoop.
But what happens to like people who are friends hoarders when they meet those takers? Because that's a problem.
Wow. but because so friend hoarders just collect friends, but they may not necessarily develop relationship with it. So it's harder for takers to get there because a taker needs you to
be involved.
You have to a taker has to find that they're like a virus.
So they have to have the right receptor to dock on.
Exactly. So they're looking for a certain type. So takers tend to like people who are generous givers.
Like compassionate. And
people who just give and just like, oh, and then because takers usually have a reason why they want to take from you. They got a story.
Yeah.
And they come with
that they need to tell you and suck your energy while doing that.
And they come to the story. They're like, and while they're telling you the story, they're just saying, will this person bite on the emotional hook that I'm throwing out there with the bait on it? And when you got it, they're like, oh, I got a live one. And they just reel you in and you can't let go because
they will give you anxiety and bad conscience.
Yeah.
Because they need you.
Well, I mean, Lynn, because like so after my mom abandoned me, and then I got involved. I got involved with this girl, and then like she stole my car and all my money and everything. And since that time, I've been really trying to just develop good friendships with people and good relationships. I'm just looking for good friends and I'm hoping, and you seem like one of those good people. And so I never hope that you ever, mistreat me like that person. And Lynn's going like, oh yeah, well, okay. Yeah, no, I want to be a good friend to you.
No,
because
I would never say that.
I know you wouldn't say that. That's why this is hypothetical. We know, Lynn. You'd be like, Nah, I gotta get my voodoo doll out right now.
No, I would be like, huh, that's really unfortunate. And
Bye.
then I walk away.
Exactly. Go find somebody else. She's like, you're like, nah, I don't give. I closed that door a long time ago.
No, I do give, but I'm not giving to random people I just met. I'm like, nah.
You give to me.
What?
Nothing. I just want to say that so you would feel good.
You see, I don't need to suck. You just give. But, okay.
So that takers don't usually tend to go well with hoarders.
No.
Well, takers usually tend to like people who are not hoarders, who only they let people in one at a time, so they can have all this personal, intimate time with people, and then what happens?
Guilt if it's not.
And then what
if they're
happens
not
is
delivering.
it's easier for them to latch on.
Yeah.
But with a hoarder, the crowd is so big, you may not even know.
You don't have time.
You don't even know who the hoarder is. It's just like the whole room is like fully packed, it's like sardines. You're like, where's the center? I can't find it, because that person's probably moving around, adding new friends into the group all the time. You can't catch up with someone like that.
Would you say your friend Daniel is a friend hoarder, or he just super social?
Oh wow, he might listen to a podcast, so I can't answer that.
You tell me after.
Off camera.
But yeah, but how can you identify a friend hoarder from someone who's just an extrovert?
Well, friend hoarders tend to be extroverts.
Yeah, but
because they're always meeting people.
How can you distinguish between a friend hoarder and a non-friend hoarder?
Oh, okay, that kind of thing. Okay, I see what you mean. So you can be, we say a person who's really socially extrovert, who is just really has a really easy time of making connections with people and talking and being friendly and stuff like that. They'll just say, "Oh, I met this really interesting person." They're gonna say, "Oh,
that's my friend.
I just got a new friend," and that's one of the differences, that they're able to appreciate the short term meeting with a person without necessarily having to bring it into the friendship thing. And a friend hoarder can't help it. They're just like,
that's my friend,
because they get that emotional attachment, like they have to make that person their friend. Otherwise, they're like, well, why are you here? I collect friends. If you're not a friend, you can't be in this room, you know?
Oh, wow.
And so what happens is they may never actually really develop not just close, intimate friendships, but that may even hamper their own interpersonal relationships
and development.
So like a friend hoarder who now has a partner might not necessarily be able to develop intimacy with their partner, because they've never developed intimacy with anybody.
No, because they were busy collecting.
Yeah.
So is it hurtful for you to be a collectible?
Nah.
By a friend hoarder?
No, because most people are just like, so I think that and I'm not sure about this, but I think that the people who are collected by the friend hoarder just see the friend hoarder as just as really extroverted, really friendly, happy person, whatever. And because it's not like the person comes and says, "Oh, you're my friend." They say that often in the third person. So they say that about the person, but often they don't say that to that person. Or they might say, "Oh, we're friends. Yeah, we're friends." Okay, and then people, because no one wants to say, "No, we're not friends," because it puts people on the spot.
Yeah, that's weird, because it's basically saying like almost a rejection.
It is a rejection. Not almost. It is. It's
like we're acquaintances.
Yeah, it's like, you are crazy because you don't even know me. I don't know you. It's
more about the friend hoarder's definition then. Because they experience the other one as a friend, not the other person.
Well, they label the person as a friend, or they might
in a third party.
Well, they experience you as a friend because they don't experience anything bad from you. The problem with a friend hoarder is that
they never spend enough time to see the bad in the other.
Right, because you're always hopping from person to person like that all the time. So one of the bad sides of being one of the good things about being a friend hoarder is that friend hoarders are really fun to have around. Like if you're just trying to build an organization, or if you're trying to build
because they're networking.
Yeah, because they're really good at networking. They're really good at just connecting. And what happens is a lot of times through that friend hoarder, real friendships actually develop because a friend hoarder can go in and create a network of connection that may not necessarily happen.
Facebook that invites all of his 100 hoarded friends.
I should go out. All the friend hoarders, let's get together, and I can get new friends.
Bring people together.
Bring people together. Yeah. So I mean, every problem has an environment in which it is favorable for that environment, and so often that's one of the things that friend hoarders are really good at. So it's not that bad to be a friend hoarder.
So you mean now you want people to be friend hoarders, or is that
I'm hoping to
default?
I'm hoping to identify some, so when they're listening to our podcast, they're right. Oh, I'm a friend hoarder, and then we can contact them, and then we can say, "Would you like to come and be part of our?"
Exactly.
So we can help you out.
We want to widen our network.
Yeah, please. Could you tell all of your friends to listen to our podcast?
Like your friends, because you have like thousands of them apparently.
And especially if a friend hoarder has several friend hoarders in their friendship thing, that's really great.
Oh, that's big.
It's like, woo, they're like their own troll. So it's like,
wow. So what we established now is like what a friend hoarder is.
Yeah.
And that's not harmful to be called a friend by a friend hoarder.
No.
And actually they are more protected against the people who suck energy.
Yeah. That's one of the good things. It's like
they don't have time.
The energy suckers just can't find them. They're just like, so many people here. Oh, wow.
Because those people usually don't want to be in big crowds.
No. No, because
because they don't get the attention.
Exactly.
They don't get the attention.
They need that attention of cornering you so you cannot escape from them. So they can get a long period of just sucking all the sap out of you.
We both know someone more.
Well, we know several.
I think about this someone who usually corners us after church or something.
Or sometimes after church.
Yeah, or before church, or
on the street,
or just calling randomly and just trying.
You're
to
so
get
specific. I'm like, I don't know.
There are so many people who do that. Maybe it's you.
Exactly.
It's just you who listens.
Yes, all of you stop calling us. Don't get it. Yes.
But what do you do then? If you find out you are a friend hoarder, what should you do with that knowledge?
I don't know.
How does it change your life?
Because you're so used to building relationships that way. And so if someone said, you don't need that many friends, just like a person who hoards magazines
or you
dolls,
who
whatever.
Hoards
and when people try to
stuff,
I don't hoard anything. I have a lot of interests and I have to keep information on all those different interests. I'm not a hoarder. My house is too small for my interests.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay, I do have one T-shirt from when I first met Annette 35 years ago, but that's okay.
Because that has such emotional value to it.
No, sorry. We've been married. This year we'll be married 30 years, and I still have the purple polo that I had when we got married.
Did you wear a purple polo
when
you got married?
We'll do another episode one day. If our fans write in about this, about the weird marriage ceremony with me and my wife, it was really strange.
We should have an episode where we talk about our ceremonies.
Oh yeah, we haven't. Well, I was at yours. I already saw.
You have forgotten because you have married thousands of people.
No,
since then.
You know what? I found last week. I was looking at some of the notes I had from our talks when you and Eunice got married, because I've saved everything. Not because
you're not a hoarder.
Not because I'm a hoarder. Because I felt that it had significance for future studies in psychology.
Mm-hmm.
No, I have everything. I still have like the original.
Everything.
Yeah, like this, because I always go off script, so it doesn't really matter if I write a speech or something about something. I never hold myself to it. But I have the original framework for what I was going to say to you and Eunice when you guys got married.
Don't you just say always the same?
No, it's different for every couple.
Really?
Yeah, every couple.
You're like, I'm predicting you're getting divorced in 10 years.
No, I don't say stuff like that. Like, well, based on the fact that you guys really have nothing in common, I predict divorce in about 6 months. Hey, happy marriage. It's like, no, I never say things like that.
You only think that.
I keep those things to myself.
Exactly. Your brain is like, say it, say it, say it. You're like, shut up.
I'm like, I gotta turn around. It's time to pray. Oh, I can focus on something else. No, I think it's really funny because sometimes I can look at couples, and I hate it when people say, "Oh, can we have premarital counseling?" Or no, sorry,
that's a good thing.
No, sorry. When they say we don't need premarital counseling, we've already talked about everything. We know everything about each other. I'm like, you're so stupid. There's no way possible. You know that person a year. There's no way possible you know everything about that person.
No, we love each other so much. You don't understand. We are soulmates.
Oh my gosh. I'll never forget the time that people had been together, known each other.
Yeah.
A total of 3 months, and they wanted to get married.
Did you marry them?
No, I said no. You're stupid. It's one of the few times I've actually said, "Are you stupid?" I'm like,
wow, you rude.
I'm like, you cannot possibly know anything about each other. Yeah, but everything's perfect. We get along so well. I'm like, because you just met. You're still living in fantasy world. None of you guys are honest with each other.
Okay, let's have an episode about that.
That didn't hold. So, just want to say, even though they got married a year later, it still didn't
with
hold.
someone else.
No. They got married to each other.
But no. But did you marry them?
Yeah. A year. I made them wait a year. I said, come back in a year.
They really wanted you.
Yeah.
They did.
Most people want me to do their weddings. Okay, so if you're out there and you need to get a priest, you call me.
A weird one.
Yeah. I'm not weird. I wasn't weird for your wedding.
No.
I was very polite and formal and serious and kind of.
Yeah.
You don't even remember what I said.
No. Well, that's why I have a hoarder as a friend, so you can tell me what you were supposed to say on that day.
Exactly. Oh, you know what? One of your anniversaries, I think I should just show up and say, remember? This is what you guys promised to do. How's it gone?
This year, wait, we got married 2014, so
it's 2 more years,
8.
but it'll be 10.
Yeah. Oh gosh, gotta stick it out 2 more years.
Yeah. But now you guys have made it past the 6-year thing, and so once you made it past 6 years, then the chance that you'll be together long term goes up significantly.
But we also get kids, so the chance of being together long term just shrinks for every kid.
No, it does not.
Do the math.
It does not.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Sorry,
Anyway.
we are off topic.
Did we?
Friend hoarding.
Yeah, friend hoarding. That's
hoarding.
what it was. That was. Wow, we should really
We
stop.
can talk about our weddings in the next podcast.
Another one. Okay,
That's
good.
what's fun.
Okay, but anyway, so friend hoarders. It's a good thing. It's a bad thing. It's a mixed thing. It's a complicated thing. But I think that I don't think that there are that many friend hoarders in the world.
No, because people have some kind of self-insight.
No, they don't.
And understand.
No, they don't.
I just met this person. Maybe they're not my friend.
Nah.
They're just nice.
What breaks a friend hoarder is often if you get enough bad friends in who just ruin your life. At some point, you may actually get tired and just like...
And understand. Maybe they're
just
not
like,
my friend.
No, I guess most people aren't my friend. But it's horrible because you've built your whole life on identity around thinking that you have all these friends and then realizing you don't really have all these friends and that most of these people are just acquaintances and they're not going to be there for you and they don't add anything to your life. That can be really difficult. That can lead to depression, actually. So that's one of the bad things. So sometimes ignorance is bliss.
Yeah. Like our friend today who said no idea about the news. Stop watching news altogether.
Yeah, that was I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, guys, thank you for listening. Let us know if you're a friend hoarder, because we want to be in contact with you.
We want to help you. Yeah. Yeah, if you're a friend hoarder. And for those of you who live and feel like your life is disconnected from other people.
Although you have so many friends.
No. But there's people who actually feel like in Sweden, so over 50% of the population now they feel like they have no connection with any other person.
They're lonely.
Yeah, they feel really lonely and they feel like they feel like they know people, but they have no real friends. They don't spend any time with people. Well, no, I think it's a complex. So some people just can't
connect.
They don't understand that in order to have a friend, you got to be a friend. And that friendships are like marriage. Two people.
Take care of it.
Two people have to have input. But a lot of people seem to think that everyone else is responsible for maintaining the friendship.
Yeah.
And what happens is that doesn't happen. If it's like a conversation. If you and I can joke about things because we're both talkers and, we can react to each other. But if you never said anything, I say, hey, Lynn, how was your day? Fine. So, Lynn, how's it going with
husband?
How's it going with the kids?
Good.
Yeah. But I mean, you can still talk to Eunice about stuff. We talk about deep stuff all the time. We talk about the creation of the universe, but usually spiritual things. Him and I would talk about. And we talk about lots of messianic things.
Yeah, and cray things. That's
I know.
Good.
Think if your husband starts to become messianic.
Yeah. Okay.
That's gonna be so cool.
Good luck with that. Okay, guys. Thank you for listening.
What do you mean good luck with that? Don't change the subject. What do you mean? You're not getting off the hook this easily. No. But anyway, but so that's a big problem. I'm gonna say that people who listen to our podcast who feel like they don't have that connection, don't take this person. We're not talking about you or anything. We're just talking about a general subject out there. But if you have issues about that and you want us to do a podcast about people who are with extreme loneliness, why don't you give us a story about your life or a situation that you're with, and we can put it into one of our real life segments.
You can. I mean, if you want to be anonymous, just send us an email.
Yeah.
To the email address that comes right after this podcast.
Yeah, and we'll change your name and everything.
Yeah.
And we'll even change the city we live in. Like, we won't say Stockholm. We'll just say, the city that starts with the S. Stockholm. Not Stockholm, but Stockholm.
Wow.
No, we won't do. I'm just kidding.
Stralsund.
No, precis.
What other city?
Precis.
Uppsala.
Sala.
Sala.
But if you have issues like that and you really want us to do a podcast about it, write to us. We really like it when you give us your real life stories, because we like to also not just talk theoretically or from our experience,
in general,
but we like to also talk about specific situations also.
Exactly.
Right?
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Lynn. This was really fun. Oh my gosh, you're so unfriendly. Bye.
Thank you for listening. If you have any comments or ideas, please send us a message to fikaforlife@mail.com. Fika, F-I-K-A. This was the Fika for Life podcast with Linh and Edward Thomas, and we hope to hear you again.